Class is in session. This is, every group, with men, women, whites, blacks, Hispanics. We all have our good guys and our bad people, like, oh, I don't claim them or whatever, right? Well, I'm sure the passport bros don't claim this guy. I'm not being, he seems like a really nice guy, a literally cool guy, okay? But this guy is lost in the sauce. Um, and he is a shining example of everything wrong in dating. You have to know the game. You have to know the game you are playing. He's a very brilliant man, but he's blind to the game he's in. Okay, and these aren't games; it's game of life. Okay, and in the game of life, there are sub games like dating, like work, like social circle, right? So anyway, he's in Thailand, and he's going to talk about his relationship struggles. But one of the main things is when you have apparently a blue passport, it's going to signify status and money, okay? And not that you're a big baller, but you're going to have more money than probably the locals will have. So you'll be able to provide a woman with more than a lot of the locals will have. And that's what they're attracted to, okay? But remember, attraction and arousal is different. And also remember, women are not aroused by the beta male provider normally, okay? Women know, and women do not respect a man who feels like he has to be a plus one. Me plus my wallet. That never gonna work. Unfortunately, there's no shortcut. If you're not the alphabang, you are not in her. You're not in her head. You're not written any space in her head. Okay. Let's go ahead and watch what this guy has to say. I mean, this guy, I like him. This is not me like, oh, he's a jerk. No, he's a very nice guy. But I mean, if I, if we had like what's the guy, Coach Adams, CGA, yeah, Coach Gray Adams. If we had to everything this guy did wrong, it'd be like okay, here we go.
So I'm walking on the side of the building that I rent here in John TM. It's not really scenic or anything, but I just wanted to give like a different look, even though.
Okay, some people go to Thailand for the expense. This guy has gone to get a girlfriend because his sexual market value in the United States is low, and we can all, he needs to work out. His style, that shirt barely fits. It's oversized. We can just tell sexual market value is going to be low. So this is going to limit your options. Okay. Now, when you go overseas, you're still going to have options, but they're only going to be options because they want your money, not because they want you. And that is what you have to understand. You want a woman to be aroused by you. And I'm not going to go hard on this guy, but his lack of attention to his health and fitness is limiting his attention from women's arousal. Okay? They're not aroused by this man. Okay? And you'll see in this video, everything is about money.
More plain. And I wanted to talk about something that's pretty serious. And I made a video recently about Thai girlfriends, or just, having a girlfriend rushing into things and stuff like that. And there was a reason why.
Remember what we learned in Atomic Attraction. Men should always go towards freedom rather than commitment in a relationship. Women need to work for our commitment in our relationship because women know inherently and instinctually in them that men want to be free. And if you want to be in a relationship quickly, she knows you're lacking masculinity.
That video, and I didn't disclose that during that video because I didn't want to at that particular time, but I'm going to do it now. And this might be a little bit longer of a video. I'm not sure how long it's going to end up being because there's a lot of stuff to this story. So I had
I could sum up his story in 2 minutes, 1 minute. The girl don't like you. She wanted you for your money. She used you for your money. You have no options. You are desperate for a girlfriend. You are since you have no object of necessities. You want you have what is it? Kind of delusional in your where you think you what you deserve and what you actually deserve in quality of women. And you're entitled. You have an entitlement problem. So anyway, let's go.
My first Thai girlfriend was someone that was introduced to me by another person.
Could you imagine a young 20 something or even late 20, early? Is this the man that she wants to be with? And please don't make this about race. It has nothing to do with race. This is if a guy, this is lack of attention to sexual market value, lack of attention to health and fitness.
And this person that introduced me to this woman I ended up living with briefly was someone that I met last year, and then I saw her, for a little bit. And she was actually a freelancer. Now, you're not.
She was a prostitute. Freelancer's a prostitute.
Hear me on this channel talk about that stuff often at all because I don't want to, and I just don't. There's too many other channels talking about that. But anyway, but just in full disclosure, and so you understand the story. So I met her last year. I spent some time with her, and she was, to me at least, she was different than other women that I hung out with here.
No, she acted different to finesse you. No, women are not different. Women behave for the men they want to behave for, and they misbehave for the men they want to misbehave for. And they know how to finesse beta males. So she gave you love and affection, faked it, and got your money.
She seemed much more genuine of a person, and she was very affectionate.
Oh!
And it didn't seem phony. It seemed real.
Of course. Right? Women are good at that.
So we spent some time together, like I said, last year. And then I went back to America.
Sign of a beta male. Can't tell. Can't tell when infection is real or not.
I was in America for like 5 months, but I was in touch with her when I was there. And she's from an area that's like 4 hours outside of Pattaya. She wasn't a big fan of Pattaya when she was here working here.
That's what she says to make you believe it. But that's where she makes her money, doing sex work.
After I left last year, she stopped being a freelancer, and then she was working a regular job, making like
BS.
50 or 400 baht a day. So we would video chat and see each other when she was at work. So I know that's what she was doing at least part of the time.
You can sex work at any time of the day and night. You don't know.
But she told me she was no longer, doing the other.
Of course.
So then, and at that time, she was actually still working in Pattaya area. But then she ended up moving 4 hours away or so.
Where all the tourists are.
4 or 5 hours away. And she told me that when I came back here, she would come see me. She would visit me.
Of course.
So then we lost.
Keeping you on the deck. She knows when you come back, she wants to make sure that wallet's still there.
Maybe about a month and a half or something like that. And the next thing I know, she got married.
So there's big chunks of her life you had no idea of. So you were nobody to her.
Hadn't talked about this man or anything. She married an American.
Of course not, because she knows you wouldn't give her money. It's all about the money.
Twice her age. I mean, a lot of that happens here.
Yeah, like you.
I've dated people much younger than me.
Of course.
And so...
It's gross.
He's like twice her age, an American, and he has money.
Uh-huh.
I mean, money, I guess. Because
no, that's what she's saying to get into your ego so you'll compete. But, you probably have money. They consider you having money over there, You can make $60,000 and you're top dog over there.
What she told me is that, you know, she has 2 children, and he was paying for their school, 300,000 baht for private school. He was paying for the apartment and everything else, and he was sending her, because he was traveling back and forth from America to here. Sorry about the dog barking here. He was paying sending an allowance to her of 100,000 baht per month. Now, I've heard stories about allowances, high allowances.
And later on in this video, he basically has a woman living with him rent free, all this stuff, and giving her an allowance. You're doing the same thing. You're doing the same thing. Maybe he's just doing it more, has, you know, more money on it. But here's the thing, what I've said. When a woman really likes you and is aroused by you and really, you know, is interested in you, she only needs your presence. She doesn't need your money. This shows that she don't like you as a person, but if she needs you to be there so she can get your money. She could, if you just send her a check, she'd be fine with that too, and get your old ass out the way.
And, you know, sponsors and stuff like that, but I had never heard a story involving that much money.
Doesn't matter.
So she ended up getting married to the guy, I guess, 2 or 3 months after meeting him. And I think
beta move, yeah.
She might have plans of going to live in America with her children with him. I'm not sure. But anyway,
this is one beta talking about another beta. Guys, you got to kill that beta before the beta kills you. Kill that beta. It's alive and well in this guy. And this is not me. I was beta myself years ago, and so that's why I can spot it too.
I ended up getting back here to Thailand
to get ladies,
and we were in touch a lot. Okay, quite often. And she wanted me to move to her hometown because she thought I'd be happier there.
No, she's closer to your wallet. See how they play the game, though? You'd be happier.
And in the Pattaya area. And so she kept trying to convince me to come visit her and see what it's like there, to see if I...
Give her a little money.
To live there. You gotta really watch traffic around here, So she was also trying to set me up. The weird thing is, the first time she tried to set me up, she tried to set me up with her mother. I was like, that was a curveball. I was like, I would totally feel uncomfortable with that.
See, this is the guy that's gone over to Thailand to try to, get better than he really deserves because he's got a blue passport and he's got money. This is sickening. He's actually probably the mom's age, and look at him clown the mom. This is a guy. When you're not, you have to be. We all protect our egos. We do. We all will. It's the ego protection. We have to, because otherwise we, self-delete, right? But you have to be very aware of, where you stand on certain things, and what your value is in certain situations, and and he doesn't understand his low sexual market value is the mom's probably too good for him.
The fact that her mother is much older, it's just the fact that I had been with her before physically, and I just, that was...
This is another beta male move, overvaluing sex. The girl don't care. She's fine with it. She wouldn't care you banging her mom. This is a beta male overvalue, sex on a pedestal.
So I was like, yeah, no, I don't think so. So then it was like maybe a month and a half later, 2 months later, she asked me if... I'm going to show you some of the area here. So she asked me if I had found a Thai girlfriend yet, and I said no.
See, and right again, I would be vague on that. I would be, be like, I got stuff going on, because she knows he's got no options. Oh, no, don't got nothing. I'm optionless, so you can finesse me.
So she wanted to introduce me to her cousin. And
because she knows you ain't generating your own options.
And I guess they grew up in the same house together.
No, so they can share the money.
So she wanted to introduce me to her cousin. And she sent me a photograph, and then that same day, she put me in touch on WhatsApp with her cousin.
Lord.
And so we started talking that day, and it was close to my birthday, actually. Very close to my birthday. I don't want to really get my birthday out. And so she actually took off of work.
I'm going to speed it up a little bit.
I had the bright idea, and it was not a bright idea at all, of having her move in with me. I thought I was safeguarded because I'm the only one on the lease.
Well, here's where this is where he doesn't understand dating. He doesn't understand the game he's in. The woman knows that you're moving too fast. The woman knows you're moving her in to gain access to her vagina, which is gross. So she knows that your nice guy behavior, your fake nice guy, what is called as a covert contract. I'll move you in, you can live with me, but you need to suck this D, and give daddy some kisses every now and again. It's a covert contract. And when he gets upset here, he gets upset because she's not honoring his covert contract. And those are BS. That's a Mr. Nice Guy behavior. You're not this nice. You're nice because you want shit. This is sick and this is gross.
I could ask her to leave. And my logic at the time was, at least we'll see each other, So it might be.
See, he can't even be honest with himself. His logic is, I got the bitch right here, and she don't have to bang me every now and again because I'm being very nice. And my niceness don't come free. And this is dangerous. I don't like women. This is a beta male. And when a beta male don't get what he wants, they're on that covert contract, which she doesn't even know she signed, things can go haywire.
For work, I stay up. We go to bed together. We wake up together. And she goes straight to work. And that's what it was when she was home.
By using his checkbook and providing shelter and providing meals, he then can obtain a girlfriend. But never get to the gym, never watch his calories, never eat, food that's healthy for you. Just eat slop and look like slop. And then, this is why you gotta do beta male crap. And beta male crap is no.
Home, take a shower, say 2 words to me, and then unfortunately get on her phone. And then go to bed.
And why? Because she don't respect you. Women don't respect beta males. Okay, this is what disrespect looks like. She's disgusted with this guy, and I'm not saying that because of his sexual market value. I'm saying because of behavior. Women get disgusted at your behavior. Has no respect for him. And this is a man who must never have been with a woman who really, really likes him, because he would know what respect looks like, and he would know how women who really, really like him treat him. All they need is your presence.
She moves in with me, right? On her day off, we don't spend the day off together. I thought it was a little bit weird. She has a friend move her in.
There are no miscommunications. It's not weird. You think it's weird because you have a covert contract that you're going to be my girlfriend, and you need to act like my girlfriend, but I haven't told you that you need to act like my girlfriend, and so you're calling it weird. The miscommunication is not there. The communication is, I don't like you. I don't like you, and I'm not respecting you, and I'm going to do things on my terms, not yours.
Over in, and I took them to dinner. The very next day, now we're just getting...
But why is he taking him to dinner? Mr. Nice Guy's taking him to dinner, so hopefully he'll get some sex.
Each other. She's just moving in, and this is the first red flag. And I didn't know any red flags.
I got about 100.
I just should have ended it.
Yes, you should.
It ended. So the next day, she actually gets home from work. This is day 2, right, of living together.
Mm-hmm.
Gets home from work at like 8 o'clock, which is early, and she goes, I want to go out with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I didn't want to seem controlling in any way whatsoever. She just asked me permission, and I said, okay, even though it was a little bit...
It's fake permission. Well, you shouldn't be annoyed. A woman who really likes you and is interested in you won't do this.
Because, she just moved in. And she wanted to stay out until 1, and then I think we agreed.
She don't like you.
Be back by midnight.
Agreed.
And she got back around midnight that night. All right, but it was a red flag. And after that, the next thing that happened was that she said that they had some maintenance work that needed to be done at her shop, and that her and a coworker, sorry guys, loud around here, a lot of motorcycles. Her and a coworker, they would be staying at the shop all night or until the work was done, and she would send me pictures of her by the time clock, you know, showing what time it was and that she was actually at work and not doing something else, right? Because I thought it was odd. I never met anyone who had to stay overnight at a restaurant at work, a waitress or something, because maintenance needed to be done. And
No, because you're dating a prostitute. That's why. And she's claiming this is all BS, and you know it, but yeah.
very unusual, right? So that was another one. And then I was told that she had to go around an hour away from where I live, or we live, hour and 5 minutes away or so, to do some training at a different location, and she would be gone for 2 nights.
She's meeting men.
And I was really highly suspect of that.
Whoa, wow, well, Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, no, she's a woman who's gone away, and she's sex working.
So we got into, you know, a little bit of an argument about it. Or
Betas argue with women. Alphas do not argue with women. If you're an alpha, you tell her what to do. She either does or doesn't do it. If she doesn't do it, she's done. You know, you don't deal with women who don't comply. Beta males argue. Alpha males do not argue.
you know, tiny bit of a heated discussion about it. And then she went, and of course, when she was there, she wouldn't pick up the phone. Wouldn't pick up the phone. This is something that was commonplace with her.
Right.
Just wouldn't pick up the phone.
I mean, there's some guys that are this delusional. It's like it's right in front of them. Like, come on, bro.
Tried to video chat her even when she wasn't at work. Wouldn't pick up the phone. Then she sent me a photograph. Instead of picking up the phone, said she's about to go to bed, and she sends me a photograph of one half of a bed. Like
Right.
literally.
What are you laughing about? You have a choice now. She's out with another man getting some dick. What, you have a choice now. And you're going to keep her in your house because you're desperate.
So of course, in my mind, I'm thinking stuff, right? Of course I would be.
No, you should know stuff. And here's the thing. If you had options, if you had like a little rotation, you dump this girl and go on to another girl. You got to be spinning plates, gentlemen.
So that happened. Then the next thing that happened was she wanted to go. The next thing that happened actually was the following week. This is supposed to be a one-time thing with the training. The following week, she told me that she told me this. She got home at 11 o'clock at night, and she tells me that the next morning she has to travel to the same location and cover at that restaurant. Not training, she has to work there because they're short on workers. And that she would be gone for 2 nights. But when we were talking about it, she was flip-flopping. You know, she said 3 nights, she said 2 nights. At first she said 2 nights, and then I asked what day you would be back, and it ended up being 3, but then she flip-flopped and said, no, it'll be 2. So she ended up being gone for 3 nights, because that was the original plan. And
You see how he's hanging on the details? The details aren't important. She's come up with a story to get out of your house to go do sex work. And these girls, you're not the first guy, you're not the first guy they've done this to, obviously. They rotate, right? Because there's plenty of beta males. Kill the beta before the beta kills you. And what she knows is she's going to keep doing these stories, keep BSing him, and she knows eventually he's not going to believe anything she says, and he's going to throw her out, but she's going to have plenty of other dudes, that'll simp for her.
she doesn't pick up the phone when I call her at all, and I barely hear from her. Now, of course, I should have thrown her out.
Yes, again.
I
think it's second or third time.
I should have went, you need to move. Please find something as soon as possible.
Just say you're not adhering to my program. How do you know a woman likes you? how much he's cooperating with you. This woman's not cooperating with him at all. It's clear she's a prostitute, yet he's failing to realize it. So yeah, I mean, it's just, hey, sorry, this ain't gonna work out, and good. But he knows once the benefits that he's providing with his money are done, so is his attention to his D.
Give her like a week, because you can get, especially Thai people, I'm sorry, you can get a room out here pretty inexpensively, really quickly. Within a day, you could rent a room out here, if you're Thai in particular. And maybe if you're a foreigner.
Well, maybe you can just be a nice guy and let her, aren't you just Mr. Nice Guy here? Let her stay with you. No, his nice guy comes with a covert contract. I need my D looked after, or you ain't getting nothing else.
So she got back, and this, of course, caused a lot of discourse between her and I. So
it shouldn't. And a woman who really likes you will make sure that you're taken care of, will make sure that you're happy and respected, and she will make sure that there's no discourse. And if you dated a woman who really, really likes you, you'll know.
And then I think it was like a day later, another incident what she did too is it was her day off. She only had one day off per week. It was a Wednesday. And so that was the day we were supposed to spend together. So yeah, she got back from Rayon. Oops, I said the town, but it doesn't identify her. She got back from there, and she slept in the morning, and then she slept until like 3 in the afternoon. We're spending the whole night together, right?
She's jumping on their dicks all night, dude. So you got to get some rest, okay? And a woman who really likes you, I'll tell you how this looks, and guys that have had women that are extremely interested in them, extremely respect them, they know what a woman's day off looks like when she has a man she's really interested in. Her whole day becomes clear. Her whole event schedule becomes clear. And she wants to see you and have your presence.
So then she wants to have a steak dinner. So I took her to this restaurant that I like a lot. I'll give the restaurant a plug.
So is there going to be a covert contract, or is he just being nice? If he's just being nice, he'll be like, I'm glad she had a great time, and I was happy to provide that.
Robin Hood is in Central Pattaya. I took her there. I had like fish and chips, which are like 500 baht, 550 or something like that. And she wanted steak. The dinner ended up costing 2,100 baht with tip. Expensive dinner for Thailand. Her steak was most of it.
Because you're her bitch. And she doesn't like you. And you disgust her with your behavior. Not with your body, with your behavior.
So during the dinner, and I'm going to give you some more scenery. During the dinner.
When a woman knows your beta and she's disgusted with your beta-ness, it makes her want to finesse you even more. Because she's like, it does. They want to just nail you.
She informs me that she had some packages delivered to her old room, not our apartment. Her old room, and that she needs to go there to pick up the packages. So I said, okay, I'll go with you. She objected to it, big time, over and over again. Didn't want to inconvenience me and all this other crap. Now, we finished dinner.
Well, you're not allowed to bring family and friends to your sex work, okay? It's not Family Friends Day at the host shop.
Around 5 o'clock. And of course, I was annoyed. I was upset. Because, of course, I felt like I got used for an...
You did. You have no options. She meant to use you. She's disgusted with your beta behavior. You need to kill that beta before the beta kills you.
Dinner. She didn't tell me about it until...
Look how mad you are. I thought you're being a nice guy. Oh, your nice guyness had contracted it.
I had already ordered. So it was planned. It was very manipulative.
So was yours. And
so that evening, she didn't get back home until 10:30 at night. And told me that the packages were delivered at 7:30. But then she went to get a bite to eat, something to eat, and then didn't get back until 10:30.
With his allowance money.
Right? So, of course, it's all shady behavior.
It's not shady. It's very clear. It's extremely clear. She's a prostitute. She doesn't like you. You have no options. So you're desperate and you're hanging on to this one piece of vagina in Thailand when you should be working on yourself, bettering yourself, upping your sexual market value. Guys, you got to up your sexual market value. Looks do matter. He's going to go on and on about this stuff. There's 100 other, I mean, it's just, but guys, you can't do this stuff. You know, if you're going to be a passport bro, then be a passport bro and get selected because you look so damn good on the beach with your shirt off. Okay? You know, anytime, you know, you're playing the money status game, women may be attracted to that, but they're not aroused by that. And the men who get the real respect from women are the men that arouse her. Okay? So looks do matter. Your mindset matters too. You can arouse. You can't just have, you know, and this is like the binary. Oh, it's not about body. No, it's not. But, you know, without that, you know, you don't have anything, you know. So this is big beta male game. Kill the beta before the beta kills you. Understand what respect from a woman looks like. A woman that likes you will give you no mixed messages. A woman that likes you will cooperate with anything that you ask her to do because she wants to make daddy happy. Don't be a beta. This is the type of behavior betas get in America, Thailand, anywhere. Women do not respect betas. There's a dual mating strategy. Be the alpha bang in the dual mating strategy. Do not be the beta male provider like this guy. He's not a nice guy. He's a nice guy because he wants something. And she knows that. Anyway, see you on the next one.